What's going on, Husker Nation? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. As you can see by the title, we are breaking down Dayton Raiola's film review. But make sure, if you haven't yet, like our videos, comment your thoughts down below as we progress through our videos. Always subscribe to our account. That helps us tremendously. So without further ado, let's get into it. First clip here. The reason why I have this clip on here is because it's an insane throw. You're going to see in a lot of these clips too. Not great offensive line play from Buford, and I'm not trying to harp on that too much, but it's one thing to consider too. They don't have very good offensive line play, especially from their tackles. So in this first clip here, this is a deep out route. Okay, so they're snapping the ball from their 40-yard line. It's a deep out route to the far hash of the field. Far hash or opposite hash. He catches it at about the 37-yard line. That is a long throw across the field. Maybe a little bit dangerous in college, but the reason why this is an insane throw is because of those reasons. And then also look at his ball placement. He feathers this perfectly right over this cornerback here. And it's an absolute dot feathered right over the corner, hash to hash, or opposite hash to opposite hash. This is just a beautiful ball. Next one is a really big one too. The reason why it's a really big one, because it's a back shoulder fade, which is an incredibly complicated throw to make. One thing too is, if you look at the field, this is one of his earlier games in the year. This is like a torrential downpour. Look at all the umbrellas in the stands. In fact, this video they closed the press box for. You can see some reflections on it. This is a torrential downpour. And again, another thing here, they're on the opposite side. They're on the near side of the field. He's throwing to the far side or opposite hash. Back shoulder fade. Gosh, it's just an insane throw. And I think this is back-to-back clips from his highlight video because they're two really good throws. But you're going opposite hash. He throws it from about, the 34, 33. He's catching the ball at about the other team's 34, 33. It's a long throw, again, from opposite side of the field. And it's a back shoulder fade where he can only make a play on the ball. He, meaning his receiver. That defensive back has no chance to make a play on this ball. He's catching it right now. Back shoulder fades are so hard, and Dayton nailed that throw. All right, next clip in this video here. This is a really good job of him. There's not pressure in his face or anything, obviously. This is a play action rollout to his strong side. The reason why I have that clip on there is he is throwing on the move. For one, throwing on the move isn't easy. He's not like at a dead sprint or anything, but he is on the move. There is not a lot of room to make this throw. Not a lot. That receiver is really close to the sideline. So when he releases that ball, this receiver has hardly any room to work with. And Dayton, I almost called him Dylan. Dayton puts it right on the money. Enough room to tap his toes and get inbounds. Awesome, awesome throw by Dayton. Next clip here, again, on the run. But the big thing on this clip here that I reason why I kind of highlight it, again, look at his tackle here. Gets completely blown up. Getting pressure really quickly too. I mean, this is like half a second into the snap that he's already getting pressure. Great job too. If you watch his eyes, I don't know if you can see my mouse on this here, but hopefully you can. His eyes are to the right hash or the right side of the field. His eyes then take him to his check down over here on the in the middle of the screen, on the top of the screen. He sees this rusher, evades the rush, steps up in the pocket, on the move, and again, great throw on the move. I've got this clip slowed down for this reason, because there's so much going on. Great job. Feels the pressure, steps up, rolls out, gets away from the pressure on the move, and he throws it in between three defenders. Now he's got this guy on a, looks like a wheel route or something here. And then he's got this guy coming across late. only where he can catch the ball. Phenomenal throw. The next clip here is an RPO. The thing with the RPO too is, so we're looking at this corner here on the far hash, and then we're watching the slot receiver here. That's what Dylan's looking, or Dylan, I see, I did it. That's what Dayton's doing. This whole RPO is based off of what that defender does here on the far hash. Now, if you'll watch after the snap, he takes a couple steps in. All of his weight is off balance. He is so out of position here, which is good. He's in position if it was a run, but it's an RPO. And then Dylan, I did it again. I'm going to do this all the time with him. Dayton sees that defender kind of crash down a little bit. Now he's got to find the window here between, it's actually 3 defenders. These 2 here in the middle of your screen, and then this safety over the top. And the great thing about this throw too is he is throwing to a spot. He is not throwing to where his receiver is, which allows his receiver to catch the ball in stride. Perfect throw, breaks away and gets caught by that trailing defender there later in the clip. Watch it full speed. Right on the money. Right on the money. Also, real quickly too, I apologize if my video of me and the audio is delayed. I've tried this recording. This is my 3rd time trying this recording, and every time the audio is delayed. I don't know what is going on with the service that we use for this stuff, but I had a big interview scheduled last night and we couldn't get it through because there are technical difficulties with the service, and now I'm having issues again today. So if the audio is delayed from my face talking, that is why. I should have addressed that at the top. Next clip here. Again, tackles get beat real quickly on this play. Does a great job moving the pocket, stepping up. I'm going to backtrack it a little bit. Look how quickly this right tackle gets blown up. Pressure is in his face. 51 is at the left guard. Yeah, it looks like, okay, so the defensive line ran a stunt here. Watch the 2 guys in the middle, the defensive tackles. The guy on the far side, the right defensive tackle, is going to pressure inside, push inside, and then this guy loops behind him. That's why you see all 3 of Buford's offensive linemen blocking this guy. They do not pick up that stunt at all until almost too late. 51 ends up picking it up, the center, and the running back too. And then this right tackle is getting beat pretty bad. It's a good stunt by that defensive line. Dayton does a really good job. He senses that pressure, steps up in the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield. And again, he's making a throw across his body on the run. And you can't really see the receiver too well in this clip, but it's similar to that one. I think it was the first clip we went to where the guy's on the sideline. And it's really the only place that the receiver can catch the ball is where this ball is thrown. No one else can make a play on it. And I have this clip slowed down a little bit because, again, there's just so much going on the offense and defensive line side. And then the throw, too. Beautiful throw by Dayton there. Now we'll see a little bit of his athleticism. He's a little bit more athletic than Dylan is. So, again, here, this offensive line just got blown up. This is like a max protect here. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus including the running back in protection. Real quickly, we're going to pause it here just to kind of get an idea of the routes that they're running. You got a blitzing linebacker right there in the middle of your screen on the logo. Right tackle gets burned. Left tackle's getting burned. This lineman here, number 59, actually did a pretty solid job of passing that blitzer off to the running back. Unless he might have just completely missed him, actually. The running back did a good job picking up the blitz. Dayton sees it all, and he is running for his life. He does a really good job in a really tight situation to get out and get some yards. Steps up. I mean, this is what you're looking at here, too. It's crazy that these 2 guys in the middle of our screen here in maroon did not make this play. And there's not really anywhere for him to run right here. And then he somehow gets through this little sliver. He could have bounced it out to the right there, it looks like, which is apparently what this linebacker thought he was doing, because he is on ice skates right now. Great job escaping the pressure, getting what he can, gets a first down. Another clip where we're going to have some pressure here. Let me back that up. Okay. It's not as much pressure as we've seen, but we see here again, both tackles are getting beat. They're in a really tight situation too. They're snapping the ball from like the 5 or 6 yard line. And instantly both tackles are beat. He got a guy in his face. He's got this guy on that deep out route, and he throws it right on the money. And he throws it too, like right. If you can, you might not be able to see it when this gets posted, but I can see a little bit of it here. His receiver right now on the very bottom is beginning his out cut. And Dayton is getting ready to release this ball. All right, he broke out. The ball is coming out right now. And he throws it to him in stride with some pressure in his face. That was a late hit. One time all the way through without me pausing constantly. Not really a late hit. All right, this is my favorite clip. The final clip is my favorite. He might have a stronger arm than his brother Dylan. Ready for this? Okay. They're snapping the ball at the 29-yard line, their own 29-yard line. All right, Dayton is throwing the ball right now from about the 21-yard line. Back foot's at the 21. Front foot's at the 22 and a quarter. He throws this ball so high, it's not even in the frame. And he's got this receiver here. This is who he's throwing it to right here at the 40. Looks like that defensive back's starting to fall. He's throwing it when the receiver is at about the 40. We're backing this clip up a little bit. Look where he catches this ball. At like the 21 or 22 of the other team side of the field. That is like an 80-yard throw in the air on target. It's unfortunate that receiver fell because that was a walk-in touchdown. One time all the way through. This is insane. 80 yards with the guy in his face. What an absolute cannon. See, he's got this guy coming through right here, right in the middle of our screen here at about the 24-yard line. That's screaming for a sack. Nope. Dayton just launches that stuff. Gets hit as he throws. On the money. What an absolute cannon for an arm. That's all I've got for this film review, though. So if you want us to do more film reviews and throw your favorite players you want us to do film reviews of, let us know in the comments down below. Who do you want us to do film reviews of? Which players, targets, commits that Nebraska has? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, everyone.